We're top of the league, we're top of the league, we're top of the league. What's happening, guys? And welcome back to the channel. And on Halloween weekend, the nightmares continued for Newcastle United, who are still without a win this season and only 4 points. Thanks to two Reece James screamers, Chelsea ran out 3-0 winners at Reece James's Park. That's right, not St James's Park, Reece James's Park. Battling a mounting injury list, no pun intended there, without Lukaku, Werner, Christian Pulisic, no Kovacic, which Tuchel just casually dropped into the end of his press conference on Friday. And then overnight, Mason Mount was taken ill, so he had to drop out of the lineup last minute. So massively up against it in a ground that we have struggled at in recent years, Jose Mourinho never won at St James's Park as Chelsea coach in the Premier League. Frank Lampard lost there. Antonio Conte lost there as well. No such problems with Thomas Tuchel, though. And in the end, it was quite a convincing 3-0 win. Before I get into the game, obviously, the lineup, as I mentioned, the injuries pretty much forced our hand a little bit. No complaints at the back. I mean, obviously, I feel that Trevor Chalobah a little bit hard done by. He's played really well this season. No reason to drop him as such, but going with the experience of Christensen, Thiago Silva and Rudiger, really solid back line, and then the two best fullbacks in the Premier League at the moment in Reece James and Ben Chilwell. Middle of the park, obviously, I would have liked to have seen Ruben Loftus-Cheek, but it was Kante and Jorginho, and then Callum Hudson-Odoi, Kai Havertz, and obviously Hakim Ziyech coming in last minute. I think personally, Ruben should have started, against the low block of Newcastle. We really struggled in that first half. We didn't have a single shot on target in that first period. So, yeah, it was a struggle to break teams down. And we're going to have to get used to that because Newcastle aren't going to be the only side that put their whole side behind the ball to try and stop us from scoring. It's kind of up to us to break them down. But, yeah, very little happened in that first half. A great opportunity for Hakim Ziyech at the back stick, but he just scooped it miles over. Just a quick thing on him, his performance was better than the horror show in the Carabao Cup in the week, but not a lot better. He really does need to step up and start delivering. Otherwise, his days in the Chelsea shirt are numbered as far as I'm concerned. But yeah, we get to the second half and no changes at the break, which is fine. But again, heading towards that hour mark, still no goals. Thomas Tuchel makes a double substitution. Ruben Loftus-Cheek and Ross Barkley coming on for Hakim Ziyech and N'Golo Kante. And that seemed to spark us into life because literally about a minute later, we take the lead. Callum Hudson-Odoi some great work down the left-hand side, really taking his chance now playing in that front three. We had a great game yesterday as well, causing all sorts of problems. Puts the ball into the box, a little bit of carnage, and then it falls to Reece James, and that finish is unreal. I mean, maybe we should play him up front in Lukaku's absence, but he just nicely curls one, top bins, and we're 1-0 up. And then from there, we're so good defensively that you just knew that it was game over. Newcastle toothless in attack, and yeah, didn't really threaten us at all. 10 minutes later, we get another Reece James goal, pretty much a carbon copy of the first one. Another great finish, just smashing it near post. And yeah, the game was done and dusted there. Obviously, Kai Havertz goes through about 8-9 minutes from the end, gets brought down by Carl Darlow. And, it's a penalty. I felt Reece James should have taken it, for the hat-trick, played so well. The game was done and dusted, so even if he'd missed it anyway, it wouldn't have mattered, but I felt he deserved the opportunity for the hat-trick. But Jorginho stepped up and calmly slotted it down the middle and becomes the first player in Premier League history to score 10 consecutive goals in the competition, and for them to all be from the spot. So just a bit of a stat there for you lot. And that pretty much rounded out the game. But yeah, as I said, a really, really important victory. And these, as I said in the preview, these are the games that if we're going to win the title and challenge for it, we have to be beating this kind of side away from home in a ground that we've struggled at, as I mentioned at the top of the video. And with another clean sheet, we make the second best defensive start to a Premier League season after 10 games, only letting in 3 goals. And the only team that did better than that was the 2004-05 Jose Mourinho team that let in 2 goals after the first 10 games. So we're so tight at the back. And, you know, as the saying goes, championships are built on defence. And right now, I just cannot see us conceding any goals. And that's massive credit to Thomas Tuchel. It doesn't seem to matter what players come in to play in that back line. They all know the system. They all know their jobs. And it's just a complete shutout. So, and made even better by the fact that Liverpool binned a 2-goal lead, dropped points to Brighton, and Manchester City lost to Crystal Palace. Agent Gallagher going to the Etihad and doing a madness, setting up one and scoring the other. So, you know, Chelsea just dominating everywhere. But 5 points clear of Manchester City, 3 points clear of Liverpool. We move on to Malmo in the Cup Champions League in midweek before heading to Stamford Bridge again to face Burnley before we head into the November international break. But the view's great from the top. 3 points clear, mind the gap. But yeah, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure you smash a like on this. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Leave your thoughts in the comments below, and I'll catch you in the next one.